accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act, PL 1975, Chapter 231. Adequate notice of this regular meeting of the Board of Adjustment of the Township of Franklin has been provided. Call the roll, please.
Raymond Betterbid. Donald Johnson. Bruce McCracken has an excused absence. Alan Rich.
Yes.
Robert Shepard. Anthony Caldwell. Gary Rosenthal.
Here.
Joel Reese.
Yep.
Cheryl Bagaglio.
Here.
Chairman Thomas.
Here.
Did you skip me? I
I'm
think
sorry.
on this board.
I must have skipped right over. I apologize. In your second round on the list, Laura Grauman.
Here.
I'm sorry.
Two hearings before we start. Matson Construction, ZBA 16-00019, variance in which the applicant's requesting permission to build a single-family home at 10 Maxwell Lane, Somerset, Block 449.01, lots 7 through 15 in an R20 zone, carried to August 4th. No further notification. Elvin Caraballo, ZBA 16-00018, variance in which the applicant's proposing to construct an attached garage at 31 Casule Place, Somerset, Block 171.01, lots 164, 65, 197 to 199 in the R7 zone. This is carried to September 1st. No public notice required, no further individual notice. Moving back to the top of the agenda, we have a few resolutions to deal with. Shen, ZBA 16-00005, need a motion.
Move it.
I move.
Laura Grauman.
Yes.
Alan Rich.
Yes.
Joel Reese.
Yep.
Cheryl Bagaglio.
Yes.
Chairman Thomas.
Yes.
And
Ali,
let the
ZBA
record reflect that Mr. Caldwell has just showed up.
Okay, Ali, ZBA 16-00006.
Move it.
Second.
Laura Grauman.
Yes.
Alan Rich.
Yes.
Joel Reese.
Yep.
Cheryl Bagaglio.
Yes.
Chairman Thomas.
Yes. Somerset Fitness, ZBA 16-00007.
Move it.
Second.
Laura Grauman.
Yes.
Alan Rich.
Yes.
Joel Reese.
Yep.
Cheryl Bagaglio.
Yes.
Chairman Thomas.
Yes. Berg, ZBA 14-00007.
Move it.
I second.
Laura Grauman.
Yes.
Alan Rich.
Yes.
Anthony Caldwell.
Yes.
Chairman Thomas.
Yes. Malden, ZBA 16-00012.
Move it.
I don't think that's my name.
I second.
Laura Grauman.
Yes.
Alan Rich.
Yes.
Anthony Caldwell.
Yes.
Chairman Thomas.
Yes. Somerset Woods, ZBA 16-00010.
Move it.
Second.
Laura Grauman.
Yes.
Alan Rich.
Yes.
Anthony Caldwell.
Yes.
Chairman Thomas.
Yes. Tabachnik, ZBA 15-00018.
I'll move. Second.
Mr. Caldwell,
Can.
yeah, you can second that. Let's see, Rosenthal, Reese, Bergalio, Thomas,
Second.
Second.
okay, Alan Rich,
Yes.
Gary Rosenthal,
Yes.
Joel Reese.
Yep.
Cheryl Bergalio,
Yes.
Chairman Thomas.
Yes. Okay, extensions of time. Route 27 Car Wash approved as Peter Fiorentino, ZBA 2006-0009.
Okay, let me make it real easy, just for the next five. No votes are Shepard, Rosenthal, Reese, Bergalio. So it's the next five applications, the following four can't motion or second. So who moved that?
Move it.
Okay.
Second.
Laura Grauman,
Yes. Yes.
Alan Rich.
Yes.
Anthony Caldwell.
Yes.
Chairman Thomas.
Yes. Franklin Car Center, ZBA 2004-0197.
Move it.
Second.
Laura Grauman.
Yes.
Alan Rich.
Yes.
Anthony Caldwell.
Yes.
Chairman Thomas.
Yes. KM Development, ZBA 14-00005.
Move it.
Second.
Laura Grauman.
Yes.
Alan Rich.
Yes.
Anthony Caldwell.
Yes.
Chairman Thomas.
Yes. New Jersey Tabernacle, ZBA 13-00015.
Move it.
Want to take turns? Seconding?
Who else? Second.
Laura Grauman.
Yes.
Alan Rich.
Yes.
Anthony Caldwell.
Yes.
Chairman Thomas.
Yes. New Jersey Buddhist Vihara, ZBA 12-00020.
Move it.
Second.
Laura Grauman.
Yes.
Alan Rich.
Yes.
Anthony Caldwell.
Yes.
Chairman Thomas.
Yes. Rajos Holdings, CBA 11-00001.
Move it.
Second.
Laura Grauman.
Yes.
Alan Rich.
Yes.
Anthony Caldwell.
Yes.
Chairman Thomas.
Yes. And Hannah Enterprises, ZBA 2005-0281, 2004-0429.
Move it.
Second.
Laura Grauman.
Yes.
Alan Rich.
Yes.
Anthony Caldwell.
Yes.
Chairman Thomas.
Yes. And vouchers, Mr.
Wait
Brand.
a minute.
Oh.
I made a mistake. I should not have voted on Somerset Woods. I don't think.
Yeah, we were sitting in the audience.
That-
Oh, I'm sorry, the
I
sheet here.
abstained.
Okay. Okay, so let's redo that since you motioned it.
Okay.
Somebody want to? And that was for Somerset Woods, and what was the other one?
That was it.
Oh, just that one. Okay, so could we have a new motion?
And the voucher for Mr. Bradshaw, Police.
Mr.
No.
Thomas?
You have to do this.
We're redoing Somerset
Yeah.
Woods.
I mean, you'd be all around.
We have to redo the whole Somerset, just.
It'll take
whole
20
file?
sec,
Okay.
20 seconds.
Let's have a motion.
Mr. Shippers.
Somerset Woods,
I'll move it.
ZBA 16-00010.
Okay, so then we have Alan Rich,
Yes.
Anthony Caldwell,
Yes.
Chairman Thomas.
Yes. Now the voucher 68250, is there a motion to approve?
I move it.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. We may have just about finished half the meeting on that so far.
And we'll let the record reflect that Mr. Shepherd has made his presence.
Just in time for the first hearing.
All righty then.
Star Bazaar, ZBA 16-00027, sign variance in which the applicant put up a sign without the proper permits at 1760 Easton Avenue, Somerset, block 424.02, lot 23.02 in the CB zone.
Mr. Chairman, if I can, for each of these applications, I'll give a brief overview and then hand it over to the applicant to state what they want to state. Well, as you indicated, the sign was put up without permits. My understanding is that they've since gone through the permitting process in terms of zoning and construction. It has gone through, since it's located within 1,000 feet of the canal, it went to the Historic Preservation Commission. They had no objections to the sign. This is located right next to the Bottle King on, or something along those lines, on Easton Avenue, which is of similar scale. The plans that are, or the exhibits that you have in the packet show the scale of the sign in relation to the size of the building. The sign is larger, a good deal larger than permitted, and there's also a requirement that the sign be no more than 3 foot in vertical dimension, and this is taller, mostly as a result of the star on the top. So that's the basics of it. This is, I do stress that this is similar in scale to what you approved right next door for the liquor store.
You gotta use the mic? Yeah, turn them both on, just so we get a recording of it.
think it's working. Okay. May I begin?
Yep.
Thank you. My name is Larry Lavender. I'm an attorney. I'm representing Star Bazaar of the law firm Wiley Lavender. Applicant is Star Bazaar. You know, Mr. Healy summarized it very well. I don't have that much to say other than we believe that it meets the regulations. It's compatible with the surroundings. It's complementary to the character of the community. It's not distracting. We do have some photos. Does everyone have a picture? of-
We have a picture.
You have color if you want to see the color.
Just out of curiosity.
Yes, ma'am.
And I really don't have a problem with the sign based on the pictures that we've seen, but how did it come to pass that this came up before, what was put up before approvals?
Yes, ma'am. I will have. I was going to ask Mr. Mr. Batal, did you hear the question?
I'm going to swear him in.
Yes.
So if you'll raise your right hand for me, sir, do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, into the microphone, please state and spell your last name.
Hello. Shashi Mittal, and what I'm saying is truth.
Okay, I got it.
The question from the board was, how did you put the sign up before getting approval from the?
That was a misunderstanding. Actually, what happened, we submit the whole application to the township, and as a part of the revision, we put all the documentation of the sign, and somehow the whole packet came back. So we thought everything gone through the process and is approved, but we looks like skipped the zoning department, and that was the mistake. So, but we were committed to do whatever it takes to go through the whole process, and we'll ready to do whatever it takes.
Okay, you have anything,
I
any
don't-
other board questions for this witness?
Is this like a franchise?
We have other store. We have one in Princeton, Lawrenceville area.
Same type of sign?
Same type of sign, yes.
Other questions? Anything else on your? Anybody in the public want to make a comment or ask a question?
I have a question. Is this sign illuminated?
Yes, it is.
You can actually see the illumination in the color photo.
And does the sign stay on all night?
No, it is under control. We close it at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock, and you turn the sign off at that point?
Yes.
Oh, is the store open yet?
Not yet, sir. No.
Okay, I can say I certainly don't have a problem with it. I think you can't have any visibility from that location if you don't have the sign. Because it sits up in the air, but the bank in front of the property blocks a lot of the direct view there. Anyway, questions, comments, anything else anybody needs? Otherwise, I'll take a motion.
Move it.
Second.
She has to give it first.
I thought you said, okay.
She's just moving it.
Okay.
Laura?
Yes,
You're just
Oh,
moving
okay.
it.
I just moved it.
Okay. Shall I put in there, sign goes off half an hour after closing, or something?
Yeah, I think that'd
Is
be
that
great.
okay with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, now, quick. Any discussion? All aboard.
Laura Grauman,
Yes,
Alan Rich,
Yes.
Robert Shepherd,
Yes.
Anthony Caldwell,
Yes.
Gary Rosenthal,
Yes.
Joel Reese,
Yes.
Chairman Thomas.
Yes, okay, good luck with the
Thank you.
business.
One down, kiddo. One down. No, keep them on.
Chris Fiorino, ZBA 1600026. Variance in which the applicant is asking permission to erect a 12 by 20 above-ground pool at 11 Forest Avenue, Princeton, Block 22, Lot 17, in the R40 zone. Come on up.
Okay, the applicant has submitted a sketch, which is in your packet, that shows the location of the proposed pool. The requirement is 25-foot setback. for side and rear. They're proposing a 10-foot side and rear. There is the plan shows that there's an existing stockade fence around the pool. I think perhaps the applicant might want to explain why they can't comply with the 25 feet. I mean, just looking at it, I can see the rear seems a little constrained as far as, basically the pool would be in the middle of your living room probably. But why can't you comply with that as well as the side yard? I think the board might want to hear it with the 25-foot side yard.
Swear, or both of you going to speak? We'll swear both of you in.
You don't both have to, but if you do, I'll swear you in both. Okay, so then you raise your right hand for me. You solemnly swear or affirm to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I swear to tell the truth.
And are you Chris Fiorino?
Chris Fiorino.
Okay, there you go.
Basically, our yard is not big enough for the 25-foot.
Please talk into the mic.
Talk to the mic, Chris.
Our yard is not big enough for the 25-foot. We have enough room for 10 feet. And
What would happen if you moved the pool over some?
we still don't have enough in that area.
It would, yeah, I think if you look at the plan, well, first of all, just looking at the plan, it looks like they have a lot width of 75 feet. Where it's in the R40 zone, I believe the lot frontage requirement is either 100 or 125. So, they have a more narrow lot than is typical. So they do have a little bit less room
The other
side to side.
And the other side is more tree-lined as well, and this would be out
Okay.
of the tree area.
Oh, the left side of your property has trees?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why you put it on the right side of your property?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, what about the drainage?
And of course, you can't significantly reduce that variance by making the pool smaller, which would have other issues too, but you don't want to.
We don't want a bathtub, is what you're trying to say.
Anybody have any questions,
Yes.
comments?
Yeah, did you read the memorandum from the engineer talking about what, there are just a couple of general review comments, but did you have an opportunity to read that?
No, we didn't, actually.
Okay. It indicates that you will be required to submit a CAD-generated data file, and that no soil can be imported or exported. Are you going to be able to comply with these?
It's an above-ground pool.
I understand that, but these are just requirements that the engineering department has set forth. I think that we're going to need to get them a copy
Well,
of
yeah, the first thing is an as-built survey.
Yeah.
Prepared by a surveyor that certifies that it's been placed per, if
Where
the
it
board
is,
approves
yeah.
it, that it's been placed per the board's approval. And that's a standard requirement for variances.
So what exactly are you saying? If there's digging required? or-
No. Once you get that done, you're going to have a survey submitted showing that a pool was built and constructed in the way that it was approved.
Okay.
And in the place.
When I say in the way, I mean it located in the same place, so that if
As
you
w-
get a
as-
10-foot approval, you want to make sure that you're going to have a survey that shows that it's 10 feet, not, 5 feet.
Well, isn't that what the permit requires? When
well, the permit,
they
yes.
would come out and look at it, right?
More than you come out and look at it, you will have to provide a survey showing, certifying to that fact.
Just
Meaning-
like this, except it won't say proposed. It'll just say this is where it is.
Okay.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to get somebody to prepare that for you.
Yeah, probably the
Like-
same people.
A surveyor,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like a professional.
yes.
Yeah.
And you
Let's
also
update
have
this.
sewage authority, none of
You have sewers over on your side?
We do have sewers,
Okay,
yeah.
this can't,
They actually came out and marked already, is that what you're asking?
No, it says here, says that the sewage authority can't sign off on this unless you provide them with a plan that shows that the pool drainage is not connected to the sanitary sewer system. Why you would connect it to that, I don't know.
Yeah, there's no.
Right. So you may want to talk to them. Find out exactly what they want. I think they may just want a letter from you that says.
Well,
we're
you know
not-
what? Mr. Shepherd, I'll just simply make a condition they can't do it. Can't
It really should have
connect to
been
the
worded.
drainage, and then they don't have to get a letter.
All right.
And these guys don't overrule you. They're just saying, we don't approve it till we know. I'll just say in the resolution, they can't connect to the sewer, which you weren't gonna anyway, and then you don't have to go contacting them again.
Sounds easy.
That's fine, yeah.
One more question, Mr. Chairman. Is the deck going to have, or the pool going to have decking around it?
Nothing that we had planned to have a deck
Okay,
around it. We don't have enough.
okay.
We
Just
don't
want to
have
confirm
enough.
that, because then that would be, if you had the deck, that would have to, we'd have to know, because
That'd be a whole nother-
incorporated into the variance if.
Whole nother sit-down here.
Yep.
Probably.
Yeah, so I'm saying,
Sure would.
if you intended to have it, you could ask for it, but if you don't, if there's no intention, then this is what you're proposing, and this is what you'd be approved for.
We're not trying to ask for much. We're just, we don't have that much room.
You're asking for this.
Yeah, yeah.
Got it, okay.
Any other questions? Anybody in the audience want to ask a question or make a statement? Close that part of it.
I move to call the question.
Is there a second? And they comply with the conditions in the, any discussion? Go ahead.
Laura Brahman,
Yes?
Alan Rich,
Yes.
Robert Shepherd,
Yes.
Anthony Caldwell,
Yes.
Gary Rosenthal,
Yes.
Joel Reese,
Yes.
Chairman Thomas.
Yes, okay, good luck with your pool.
Thank
Why
you
don't you
very much.
take my copy of the letter from the engineering department so that you know what they're looking for? Right. Good luck.
Mr. Healy, could we give you the permit to send through now, or?
Coordinate with Vince.
Okay.
Yeah, just, coordinate with him. He'll walk you through the next steps.
Okay, next, Joseph G. Rudolph, ZBA 16-00023, variance in which the applicant's proposing a roof over front steps and another roof over the patio at 53 Evelyn Avenue, Franklin Park, Block 45, Lot 15.02 in the R20 zone.
Okay, this application, it requires a number of variances. 4 of them are existing conditions, 2 of them relate to what the applicant is proposing. First, with regard to what the applicant is proposing, he's proposing basically a roofed overhang over his front steps. The house is an older house that currently is non-conforming in terms of the setback, the front setback, and by putting the enclosure over the front yard, it creates a slight increase in the non-conforming condition. And then in the back, he's putting a kind of a roofed patio over an existing concrete patio. No?
There's already existing roof over that
Hang on.
patio.
Let me swear you in if you're going to talk, which you're going to raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes.
And you are Joseph Rudolph?
Yes.
Okay. Make sure you talk into the mic and you can go ahead and respond.
The patio in the back already has existing roof. I was planning to redo my roof, so I wanted to make the roof in the back of the house over my patio that's there now with the roof higher. So I came to the planning board, they said I needed a variance for that. So I guess that's why I need a variance for the back also.
Well, how big is the roof in the back currently?
It's the same size as the patio that's there now, the concrete slab that's there. I think it's 30 by 12, and I'm just making the 12 3 feet bigger out, like farther from the house. So it's being 3 foot longer, wider from the house. It's 30 feet long by,
Looks like 30 feet wide by 15 deep.
yes, coming from
Yeah.
the back of the house. That's what I'm proposing. But it's 12 by 30 right now.
Oh,
The
okay. I
existing roof.
apologize. It doesn't show up on the survey you provided, so,
On my drawing, that was on top of my original survey, then it got I did 2 surveys.
oh, okay. It looks like the corrected one has it. Yeah, if
What's
you
the
look
date
at the second survey shows the covered patio in this area, and then, looks by hand, they drew in the larger covered structure in the back. That does extend a little bit further into the side yard. The house is currently, kind of similar to the front of the house. It's, currently 6 foot, and they're basically extending it out the back, keeping that same distance to the side yard.
So does that alter Vince's variance table?
It does, but it's reflected in Vince's report of June 27th. So the variances that are reflected in there are based on that revised survey, which includes the revised impervious coverage, which is an existing condition.
June 21st? Or you said 27th?
The survey is dated, the revised survey is dated 7/8/16.
Right. I'm just trying to find the Vince report.
Vince's report is dated, at the bottom, it indicates June, you have to look at this date at the
Okay,
bottom, it's June
gotcha.
27th.
Okay.
Did you get a copy of the general review comments from the engineer?
I didn't get anything. This is the first time they told me to come, and I haven't got any information since I dropped off the new survey. I think the township should give that before this meeting.
Yep. Well, one of the things that the engineering report does, and I think and that really won't impact you all that much, is that he questions some of the calculations, and to kind of protect you, he's suggesting that rather than the variance be 27.36 feet, it be 26.14 feet, just to cover your behind, so that in case the calculation is a little bit off, you will be within what's
Okay.
approved.
He's also requiring the survey after the project,
Another survey after the survey I just put in?
Yeah.
yes.
The reason being, and you may have heard us explain to the other applicant, what we need to see is a surveyor who has come and certified that what you have done, in fact, complies, is in fact what has been approved in terms of,
Well, you guys have that in the drawings, in the plans
well, we
that I
have that in the
submitted.
drawings, but we need to know after the fact that it's been done that way.
Okay.
And it's.
Keep
it's
in mind, the
also
property has
important,
a
too,
number of
because-
existing nonconformities that he's asking the board to approve tonight. And this is, the survey is just to certify that he actually did what you approved.
Right.
So it's not asking much.
No.
It's also important too, because you're getting a variance for impervious coverage. So you really can't do anything else in add any more impervious coverage to your property.
And what is impervious coverage?
Driveway,
Okay.
buildings?
Anything the rain can't get in.
Oh, okay.
You would have to come back for another hearing for it, and that might be getting tougher to get a variance granted for that, because it is over. It's already, it's, what, 20, you're at 35, and it's supposed to be 25.
25, yeah. For you, I have that report.
Anyone else have any questions? Anyone in the audience like to ask a question or make a statement? Okay,
The roof over the patio, it's not gonna be enclosed, right? It's just a roof?
It's gonna be A-frame roof, yes.
Okay.
It's not, at this time, it's not gonna be closed. I got to come back and I guess get permits or whatever. But at this time, no, it's gonna be open.
Any other details? We'll have, entertain a motion.
But if I can ask this question, I did ask Vince, if I was to close that back patio in, I shouldn't come back here and need a variance for that, right? Because it already has been approved as a structure.
You asked that question to Vince?
Yes.
And what was his answer?
And he said, no, I should not have to come back here
Then that's your answer.
Okay,
Okay, a
put it
motion.
on the record.
Okay, I move approval of this, and rather than the figures, and I gave him my report, that,
26.14.
yeah, 26.14 instead of 27 point whatever it is. Other than
Instead of
that-
27.36.
Other than that, I move that the application be approved as submitted. Subject to the, subject obviously to the engineering report.
Okay, full board.
Laura Grauman,
Yes?
Alan Rich,
Yes.
Robert Shepherd,
Yes.
Anthony Caldwell,
Yes.
Gary Rosenthal,
Yes.
Joel Reese,
Yes.
Chairman Thomas.
Yes. Okay, good luck.
Thank you.
Next would be Michael and Rose Marie Caputo, ZBA 16-00025, variance in which the applicant's proposing an addition, sunroom, 1252 Spangenberg Lane, Somerset, Block 507.40, Lot 30, in the SCV zone. Okay.
Okay, this is located in the, this is in the Sterling Point development.
Yes.
They are, as the chairman indicated, there's a plan that shows the deck and sunroom in the rear of the property. There is a setback requirement of 15 feet, and the sunroom would be about 5 feet from the rear property. Whenever we have a development that's in one of the developments that have a homeowners association, we require them to first go to the homeowners association and get their approval, and those have been obtained and are in the file.
Okay. And also use the microphone. Solemnly swear or affirm to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
State your name for the record.
Michael Caputo.
And you-
Rosemary Caputo.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, as stated, we are part of the Sterling Point development. We have obtained approval from the Architectural Review Committee, and
Hold the mic closer, Mike.
Hold it close.
we have,
I think
it's not on, or just,
I think it's on, isn't it?
Tap it. Yeah, I think it's on.
talk louder. Yeah, we have obtained approval of the Architectural Review Committee and the Homeowners Association. The requirement that we had was, Rosemary has some medical issues that have made it really impossible for her to use the backyard as it is. We back up to a conservation area. There are a lot of mosquitoes and ticks, and she has a compromised immune system where a mosquito bite or a tick bite could easily become infected. So we feel the only way we can really use the backyard, or that she can use the backyard, is with this sunroom. I can elaborate on that if anybody has any questions about it.
There's a picture. Is that a proposed?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a 15 by 30-foot deck, and the sunroom sits on half of it. The sunroom is 15 by 16.
Does the deck currently exist?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, so you'll be building a deck and a sunroom.
Exactly.
And what'd you say is in back of you?
It's a conservation area. There's a buffer and then a conservation area behind us and on the right side.
So you're not impacting any neighbors?
Not
then,
impacting
obviously.
any neighbors. We submitted, the mailings to all of the neighbors, and we've gotten no feedback from any of them. We've discussed it with the neighbors, sent them emails as well, explaining in detail what we want to do. And unless anybody has shown up here, we've gotten, a few people have just said they agree, and others just have not responded.
Any board questions?
Did you get a copy of the engineering?
Yes.
Good.
I might mention that the cover letter that you folks give out says you've got to call on the Monday before the hearing and go and pick it up.
Okay, good.
So I did
Thank
pick
you
it up.
very much for pointing that out. I really appreciate that.
Okay. And I saw the requirement that we're going to have to do a new survey as completed and not move any dirt in or out.
Good enough.
And all of
So
these
not only did you
reports were-
receive it,
You
but
read
you
it.
read it.
Yes.
We'll make a note.
Anyone
Email those out.
out there want to make a comment? Then we'll move forward with the resolution, I would think.
I move approval of the resolution as submitted.
Second.
Laura Browman,
Yes?
Alan Rich,
Yes.
Robert Shepherd,
Yes.
Anthony Caldwell,
Yes.
Gary Rosenthal,
Yes.
Joel Reese, Chairman Thomas.
Yes, okay, good luck with it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, John Sully and Catherine Moore, ZBA 16-00020, variance in which the applicant's proposing an addition at 84 Copper Mine Road, Princeton, block 11.01, lot 39, in the RR5 zone.
Okay, this has a total of 3 variances. 2 of them are existing conditions. The one, the side yard setback is 25. They're proposing an addition at 13 feet from the side lot line. There's a survey that shows the property and shows it's a rather large property, but the house, the location of the house is up near the corner where Copper Mine makes a very severe left or right turn, 90-degree turn. The property's kind of narrow in that location, and the house is close to the property. And they're proposing the proposed addition, as you can see on the plan, to the right side of the house. What I would suggest is I think the best thing would be for the applicant to explain why the addition needs to be on that side of the house as opposed to some other location on the house, because that's really what results in the need for the variance.
Okay, and I will swear you in.
Pick up the mic.
You can both need those. All right, solemnly swear or affirm to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
Okay, and your name for the record?
Catherine Rohrer.
Okay, spell your last name for me?
Sure. Rohrer.
Thank you. And you, sir?
John Sully.
Okay, and Catherine's with a K?
Yes.
Okay, thanks. All right. Your show.
In answer to Mr. Healy's question, it's the logical question with all that property. Two reasons to my mind. One, the room needs to be close to the kitchen. If we constructed it on the back of the house adjacent to the kitchen, we would have to completely reconstruct the kitchen, which would be a costly proposition. The second thing that would do would be when we bought this property in 1980, it was a derelict farm property, and it was all brambles and that sort of thing. We've developed actually quite a nice eastward view, and putting a building in there would put it right in the middle of the view and would actually, I think, be more conspicuous to our next-door neighbors who are happy with the present scheme than what is proposed, which is to snuggle it up to the side of the house where it overlaps the house by 12 feet and then only extends 17 feet beyond that.
It looks to me like your description is that additionally, whatever this construction will be is far away from the neighboring house? You said 220 feet?
There's quite a distance horizontally between our house and the neighboring house, but also they're set back much farther from the street than we are. So there's quite a distance and a good deal of vegetation.
So my point is that whatever, even though it's a smaller, a non-conforming setback, it will have very little or no impact on your neighbor.
That is their belief. It's our belief as well. They're happy with it.
This is a family room, which our house doesn't have. And the presenting issue for us is We have 3 tiny grandsons, roughly 1, 3, and 5, and they need a place to bounce around. And the reason it needs to be close to the kitchen is so when food is being prepared, mothers and grandmothers can watch the bouncing children.
Okay, I can't ask anybody in the public to make any comments, so no news is good news. Your neighbors have to be happy, at least not unhappy. Any other board questions? You did get a copy of the general review and the engineer report or
No, sir.
anything? No? It's going to have some of the same things you might have been hearing about. A survey plan at conclusion.
Right, we gathered from the previous applicants.
It's refers to no grading plan has been provided.
Yeah, they would have to provide that at the time of building permit.
Okay.
Well,
Most of the comments are statements.
Well, the one comment they do make, the variance is for, okay, no, 13, okay, so that's reflected.
why don't you take this anyway, so you'll have it?
Thank you.
So there won't be any question of what's required.
Well, just one suggestion to go over with the board. The engineer does suggest, they're asking for 13 feet variance. He's suggesting that perhaps they might want to ask for a side yard variance of 12 feet or even 10 feet, mostly due to the fact that the survey is 23 years old and that the sketch was done kind of by hand by the applicant, so you might want to have a little bit of leeway just in case. So when the as-built plan is done, they're not coming back here.
Any board objection?
Any leeway we could get would be appreciated. The property line is a very ancient one with large trees, and one can actually see how it works more or less, but I would hate to have a question of 6 inches or a foot or something.
I thought that should be no problem. If there are no other questions, a motion would be appropriate.
So 12, you want 12, not 12 and a half. You want a 12-footer side yard?
Did I hear 10?
Well,
He suggests either 12 and a half or 12.
Oh, he goes to,
No, I
Oh, he
think
goes to 12.
he suggested
I see. Okay, 12.
he suggests as little as 10.
as little as 10.
Well, then tell me what you're giving him.
I would say 10.
Okay.
I move approval of this with a 10-foot side yard.
Okay.
And if you use 12, so be it.
They didn't know.
Second.
Okay, anything else? Then a motion?
Laura Grauman,
Yes?
Alan Rich,
Yes.
Robert Shepherd,
Yes.
Anthony Caldwell,
Yes.
Gary Rosenthal,
Yes.
Joel Reese, Chairman Thomas.
Yes, again, good luck with it.
Thank you very much.
I want to thank you all for using your evenings this way. We really appreciate your citizenly effort. Thank you.
Thank
Oh,
you.
good luck.
Okay, is there a motion to adjourn?
I so moved.
Got it.
Raritan,
Meeting adjourned.
Raritan Valley Habitat.